Hello everyone! GameGoddessFee here. I'm back tonight with more Ace Attorney, me and Plum. Alright, I hope you all are having a wonderful Thursday. Alright, so we'll continue the story, you guys. I've been so tired and I'm tired tonight, but we're gonna make it through. Work got me tired, you guys. I'm barely on here, but yeah, I hope you all enjoy. Thank you for watching. Make sure you give me a thumbs up and a subscribe. If you're new to the channel, I'd appreciate it. Okay, Plum. I know they can do some craziness at work for real. Put you on a crazy project. See, that's what they get for trying to take over. Uh-oh, go ahead and put it where you're supposed to be at. They got AI and stuff trying to take over your job. And they stopped us from doing a part of our job, letting AI take over. It seems, well, turns out AI wasn't doing the job. So we got to go back and do the job that we originally was doing. And it's a backlog. It's a backlog, you guys. 3,000 items that I have to go back and work on. So I've been doing it all this afternoon. All right, this where we at?
Yep.
The 22nd of November, 11:38 a.m. Supreme Court of Judicature, Defendants enter Chamber 5.
Did you restart the computer before you came
I
out?
did.
Did you really?
I do it every time.
What happened last time?
I don't know. I did it.
What happened last time?
Hey, you better ask this computer what happened last time. All right, let's go. You better ask this computer because I don't know.
What happened last time, Ryunosuke?
We did this before.
Excellent work, Ryunosuke. That was superb.
I got to fix your mic. Your mic is kind of high pitch. I have a squeaky voice. I have a squeaky voice, Kazuma.
Look, my heart was in my mouth the entire time. This is almost unbelievable. I mean, looking at you in there. You were drenched in sweat, your eyes popping, your knees knocking, and you were grinding your teeth. This was a grim sight, but before I knew it, you started finding inconsistencies in the testimonies. I think you might have a natural talent for being a lawyer. Forget it! It's terrifying! If I get through this, I don't ever want to see the inside of a courtroom again! Anyway, looks like we've exposed your phantom lady at last. Miss Giselle Bright, a student from Great Britain. Is she? That's what I was trying to tell everyone from the start! Dr. Wilson wasn't alone! There was a young woman with him, like I've been saying all along! Yes, you have, haven't you? I might not be overly confident in the courtroom, but my powers of observation are one thing I'm sure of. Yes, I can see that. So, about this young gentlewoman. Thanks to our detective friend, she was hastily escorted away from the scene, it seems. Did you see what happened with that? No, I didn't see any of it. I was just on my way out of the restaurant myself, then on the floor next to Dr. Wilson's table. I noticed there was a gun lying on the floor, and just after I bent down and picked it up,
Hey, King Paco, how's it going? It's going well. How you doing tonight?
We're doing this
I
again.
hope you're having a wonderful day. I have a good news and good news. Oh, great. Tell me both of them.
I didn't have time to think about where the sound of the gunshots had came from.
One of them better be one of your adapter came today.
The waiter ran over to me, looking as white as a sheet. And he bundled me into some sort of small pantry next to the kitchen. Fast thinking by the detective, he apprehended his suspect without a moment's delay. Yes, and because I was shut in the pantry, I have no idea what happened outside in the dining area. There you are. Well done, both of you.
Oh, okay, so you're getting that on Tuesday? They take a long time to deliver your stuff these days.
I still ain't got my plushie.
But you still don't get the
Yes, it was supposed to come March 2nd.
Oh,
The
my
last
God.
update was March 14th.
Well, you better try to reach out to somebody.
Don't get it.
And you said you're gonna order the other Stream Deck for this on back order. Yeah, I can relate to that. I hate when stuff be on back order. You be wanting stuff right away. But you said they was gonna come out in April.
Professor Mikatoba! Well, it seems I was right. The pair of you make an outstanding team. You exceeded my expectations, I have to say. Yes, it seems you planned this from the start. You arranged things so that I wouldn't be able to act as a lawyer in this trial.
Goodness gracious. The middle of May. Goodness. Yeah, they real. I'm not sure if they backed up or they just not sending it until then. Most of the time, they don't even have it yet. And then once they get it, that's when they start sending everything. But it's new. I can understand. But don't you hate it?
Our modern country is still in its infancy. Our justice system even more so. Which is why I firmly believe that we need to send our brightest young stars overseas to learn all they can. I wanted to avoid a situation that may have resulted in your study tour to Great Britain being cancelled. Well, it makes no difference. Lawyer or otherwise, if I'm the kind of man who can't help his best friend avert the worst crisis of his life, I shouldn't waste everyone's time by going to study overseas anyway. What? What are you saying, Kazuma? So that's your stance. I was afraid you'd feel that way. Kazuma! Well then, it looks like it all comes down to you, young man. To me? Yes. You need to prove your innocence and uncover what really took place in that restaurant. I must say, I very much want to know the truth. After all, I have a personal connection to this case. Come to think of it, he said the same thing earlier this morning, didn't he? If you don't mind me asking, Professor, did you know the victim? Yes, I did. As you're probably aware, Dr. John H. Wilson was a visiting professor at UME. And it was I who invited him. Oh! I see. I didn't know that before.
I understand. I understand. Look, you like them people. I used to work at the Macy's call center, and they used to purchase for the wedding registry. They're the best dishes, and them things used to be on back order all the time. They used to call complaining. I can relate though. I understand.
Anyway, we're about to go into battle. The victim was a university professor from Great Britain, and a well-known one at that. Naturally, our government is looking to identify and punish the culprit as quickly as possible. But let's not forget who we're going up against. The gentlewoman whose involvement our police bureau went to extraordinary lengths to hide.
That was my intention, King Paco, to come on last night. But shortly after I got off of your stream, my manager put us on a special assignment and wanted us to complete 3,000 items by Friday. It's a pain, and I'm tired. I'm barely on here tonight. But yeah, if I disappear for the next few days, look, I'll be back.
Yes, and I'm sure the prosecution will be using every tool at their disposal to quash your case. But I have no doubt that you pair will put up a good fight, right to the last. Best of luck! Thank you! Now then. I need you to run an errand at the university at once. There's something I think we may need.
Of course. Good luck, Kazuma. Summer?
What did you just call me? What did you just call me? Hey!
You tell me.
Hey, what did you just say? I blocked the sword!
Really do.
Defendant Naruhodo! Court recess is over. Please make your way back inside the courtroom at once.
Scared me on your mic. I need to really filter your mic.
It's time. Let's get back to it, partner. Let's go in there and deal a decisive blow before those old fossils know what's hit them.
You heard his mic to you, King Paco. That's what I was saying. I need to go in there, Wavelink, and do some settings for his mic. I hate how it's sounding. But let's go, Plum.
Kazuma? What? Thank you. Really? What for? Well, if you hadn't said you believed me, then I'm fairly sure I'd already been found guilty by now. Look, I have faith in you. As a lawyer and as a friend. Coming from you, that means a lot. If I'm found guilty in this trial, he's really going to give up on his dream of studying abroad. That's the kind of true friend he is. So this isn't just my battle anymore. Whoever we're up against, we absolutely cannot afford to lose! Alright then. I'll save the thank yous for after the trial. You can treat me to one of those sukiyaki meals I like from Yunnan Cafeteria on University Street. With an extra large portion, of course. And you pay it too. I'm broke.
Judy.
Yeah?
20,
Bills. College fee.
22nd November, 12:09 p.m. Supreme Court Adjudicature, Courtroom 2.
Oh, that's me.
The court hereby resumes the trial of Ryunosuke Naruda. What's his name
Did you just
again?
call me Naruto? He doesn't even exist yet.
Prosecutor Auchi, have you managed to subpoena the witness?
Yes, Your Excellency! Against all odds! And thanks to a certain young stripling, the prosecution is now under rather painful scrutiny from the government. Look, sorry. Let the government scrutinize. That's their job. It's nothing to worry about. It's highly unlikely that the good relations we forged with Great Britain will emerge from this trial unscathed. Will you still think it's nothing to worry about when the new treaty breaks down in our nation founders? Again, terribly sorry. If the friendship between our nations is really so fragile, then the treaty isn't worth the paper it's written on. You really have nothing to worry about, Ryunosuke. What do you mean? A secret trial, anxiety over some foreign government's opinions, a bungled investigation, missing witnesses. Is this what our nation's justice system is? Is this the Supreme Court of Japan or of England? Shut up! Shut up, you jumped-up rookie boy! You and your friend know nothing! Nothing of the situation our nation finds itself in! By aligning ourselves with the great world power, we'll become strong! Diplomacy has never been more critical! Steady political maneuvering is what will secure our futures! I won't deny that I'm no expert. I'm just a student, and one who could arguably study harder too. But standing here now in our Supreme Court, there is one thing that I feel very strongly. A country that fails to uphold the truth in its justice system is a country with no future at all. It's the judge constipated Ryunosuke. We might have to take another recess.
You said it, I said it too.
Well said, Ryunosuke. Despite the wide-eyed look of terror.
Hey Dave, how's it going tonight? How you doing?
You little brats!
Thank you, counsel. This court is the pinnacle of our nation's justice system and exists solely for the pursuance of truth. With that in mind, this trial will now resume with the next witness taking the stand. The visiting student from Great Britain, Mr. Sale Brett.
Oh my god, talk British.
Yes! Your Excellency!
Oh goodness.
Well, what a delight it is to welcome such a fine gentlewoman to Japan! And from such a distant land!
What's her voice?
Tea, someone bring English tea. In England, no discussions take place without tea.
She's a refined
British gentlewoman. Well, we gotta talk British. Really? Is that true? No idea. So, could we possibly trouble you to state your name and occupation for the court? Of course. My name is Satoru Hosonoka.
That's good. I hope you're not working hard tonight.
I've been working undercover as the head waiter at La Carnival. Yes! We know all about you already!
Inspector Hasaneta. What are your manners? In England, it's always ladies first.
Is that true? No idea. More importantly, a little earlier today you said something to me. You said your powers of observation are the one thing you're sure of. No, yes, I think I did, didn't I? Yet your description for this amazing sight was simply a woman. Sorry, Ryunosuke, but powers of observation aside, your powers of description are sorely lacking. Guilty. So, dear lady, once again, if we may trouble you for your name and occupation, please.
said it amazes me how you can't get these people to come to work, making this kind of money this place pays. You know what, people, they just lazy, Dave. You know? They get real lazy. They try their best to get the job, and once they get it, they on a permanent vacation. Oh my gosh, yeah, I understand. I don't take out until I go on a vacation. But that's probably like once a year. And yeah, but I do take days off, you know, for doctor's office visits. But other than that, I need my little money. Look, what is she speaking?
Say that again.
Alright, I'm finna say it. I'm finna speak with.
Oh goodness, by yourself? Where the people at?
I'm terribly sorry, dear lady, but what?
Something.
No, that's not what she said.
Something.
The lady says her name is Giselle Brett. She comes from London, England. She's a visiting research student, currently enrolled in Yuma University's medical faculty. Oh my! What a rare treat to hear the beautiful tones of the delightful language of the British people! I'm afraid I don't understand a word you said, but it was as beautiful as a hummingbird song!
As far as I can tell.
They called in. Oh my goodness. Look, they probably getting that tax money, you know, around tax season and stuff. You know, they be up. You ain't gonna see them for a whole month, Dave.
Oh, say that line again.
As far as I can tell, the detective is translating her words faithfully enough. Yes, I agree. You obviously do fine in England, Kazuma. Her English doesn't rattle you at all, does it? Nor you. You've clearly been paying attention in your English classes, Ryunosuke.
Even though we're speaking English to each other right now.
But you're one person. Do what you can do. That's how I do. I do what I can. Everything else it's gonna have to wait until they come in. The court thanks the beautiful lady for taking the stand. Now, if we may trouble you to confirm, I said, yeah, confirm something, Miss Brett. 3 days ago, at a restaurant called La Carnival, a grim murder took place. The court has been led to believe that you were dining there with the victim, Dr. Wilson, at the time. Is that correct? Something.
My client speaks Animalese. She says, yes. This could take some time. So even though she's studying here in Japan, she can't speak any Japanese?
I said something, but I don't know what I was saying.
Yeah.
You can't hear me. You can't hear me, so what's the point?
She'd like to apologize for disappearing from the scene. She says that she was due to make a presentation at the university, so she had to leave immediately. Interesting. When you're the one who engineered her escape. I was just following special orders from the borough. Well now, dear lady, would you be so kind as to cast your eyes over this photographic print? Seeing as you were so unfortunately present at the scene of the crime, could it be that your resplendent eyes caught sight of the wicked perpetrator, perhaps?
What is that photo he's showing me?
I don't know.
Apparently, it was a very frightening and sorrowful sight.
Do you mean to say?
Yes, it would appear the lady did witness the crime. The very moment when the accused, standing right there in this courtroom, shot the victim in cold blood.
Order in the court.
Did you hear that, Your Excellency? Here we have an absolutely conclusive witness statement. Well, it looks like it's clear now. Clear who our real enemy is.
Unfortunately, I will have to ask you to formally testify, if you please. Kindly tell the court the exact nature of this frightening and sorrowful sight you described. Witness testimony. A frightening and sorrowful sight.
I had arranged to meet for a slightly late luncheon with Dr. Wilson that day. The professor was unable to eat, so I ordered for myself only a beef steak.
No, yeah, tell him this and that and that and this and that.
After a while, the accused came over to greet the professor, and they got into a fierce argument. Then, not long afterwards, the accused took the professor's gun and shot him right before my eyes.
It was a frightening sight.
It was a frightening sight.
I don't carry a gun myself, so I couldn't have been the culprit.
This is a condemning.
No, I didn't have Quiet, you filthy wretch! Look at you, you black-horned blackguard! And look at this snow-white angel! I'm sure even a dark-minded scoundrel like you can imagine whose words the court is going to believe!
Mug! You're still making the same mistakes, Ryunosuke. You mustn't blurt out when you're goaded like that. That's a lesson you need to learn.
Mug, but he's so annoying!
Of course, I was at the scene as well. I took statements from this lady and the 2 witnesses who testified before and reported back to the borough. It was decided that Miss Brett was not involved, so I let her go. The testimonies of the last 2 witnesses were completely worthless. However, well, even so, on the day in question, the lady was wearing the same outfit as she is today. As you can see, there is nowhere about her person where she could conceal a firearm.
In that bird.
I would think she could hide a gun almost anywhere in that outfit if she wanted to. Unless and until the precise location where the witness is to have hidden a weapon can be shown, this is meat.
There are no pockets in my outfit. I have nowhere to hide a gun. Those are the witness's own words on the matter.
Ugh, that's ridiculous! If only I was allowed to lift up her dress, I could prove it!
Oh my goodness, don't do that now. Don't do that.
Don't think about doing anything rash, Ryunosuke.
But I did fire the gun I picked up! There must have been another gun there that day!
You're right about that, which means this lady was hiding a gun somewhere. Yes, that's what we have to prove now. And to do so, we'll need to pull her testimony apart. Ooh.
The defense may now cross-examine the witness.
Oh! Yes, Your Excellency!
He's gonna be raising his hand again.
Please call me, please!
Cross-examination, a frightening and sorrowful sight.
We're not in school, Ryunosuke.
This week, I had arranged to meet for a slightly late luncheon with Dr. Wilson that day.
Yes!
After 2 p.m. in fact. That's really quite a late lunch, isn't it?
Attention!
You don't keep up with the latest fashions from Britain, do you? Late luncheons are in vogue, isn't that right?
Nope.
Decisive English no has quite a sting to it. The gentlewoman is currently working in the victim's research laboratory, it seems. So it was apparently a daily occurrence that they would lunch together. But on the day in question, the victim had another appointment at the clinic first. Yes, which we can prove from the medical report card that was submitted as evidence earlier. That's right. Miss Brett and the victim went to lunch following the victim's treatment, which is why it was so late.
I wouldn't have went after just getting my teeth. Where you got it pulled?
I guess if you was treating somebody else, because he would either.
I still ain't going. Don't go at home. And your mouth all open? No. Yes. That all makes perfect sense.
Drink some water.
Oh no.
That don't work either.
Such wonderful logic! What a shining example of English intelligence this fine gentlewoman is!
So you both arrived at the restaurant. What happened next?
The professor was unable to eat, so I ordered for myself only a beefsteak.
Yes!
He was unable to eat, you say? And that was because he had just had a tooth removed at Hata Clinic, correct? That's right. You're supposed to actually check with the witness before answering. Was Miss Brett aware of that fact? It seems so, yes. She heard that the professor was to have some dental treatment. So that would mean that it was you who ate the steak pictured here. Is that right, Miss Brett? That's right, yes. The print you have there shows the table exactly as it was left after the horrifying events. Exactly as it was left? Dear me! What a horrifying experience! To have traveled to a distant island on the far side of the world and to be embroiled in such a tragic incident! Have no fear, my dear lady! I promise I will crush the evil fiend that has subjected you to this terrible plight! So the victim, Dr. Wilson, had nothing to eat or drink at all? That's right, other than some carbonated water. Just water? Yes. The professor was unable to eat, but he had been given permission to drink water. So it appears that the diners toasted their lunch with a glass of water each. They each raised a glass of carbonated water. What do you think, Ryunosuke, about the witness's last statement?
It's very meaningful. Did I click the right one?
Yeah, you did.
Oh.
That last statement of yours, Miss Brett, has a profound bearing on this case! Well, how fascinating! Do tell us, what is this profound bearing, The significance of this statement will become apparent when the time is right. The defense calls for the witness's last statement to be formally added to the testimony. Well sidestepped, counsel.
Very well, Miss Brett. Kindly repeat what you just said to be added to your official testimony.
Gladly, she said. That was brilliant, Kazuma! I'm going to remember that one! Which one? The significance will become apparent when the time is right! I could really use that phrase! I'd hope there are some more useful tips you're picking up from this experience than that, Ryunosuke. Man, you're a fraud. I ordered a beef steak for myself, and the professor and I said cheers over a glass of carbonated water.
Yes!
So both you and the professor drank this carbonated water, did you? Yes. Being the waiter, I poured the 2 glasses myself. I clearly remember doing so. Except you're actually a detective. And the beef steak, that was for you, Miss Brett? The lady says that she'd heard it was not customary to eat beef here until Japan opens its doors to the world. Yes, that's true. What a frightful place, is the lady's opinion. And I've heard it's not customary to eat sashimi in Great Britain. Now that's frightful! Every country has its own cuisine. As long as people have food to eat, it doesn't matter what it is. True, come to think of it.
The first time I tried carbonated water, it was much more of a shock than the first time I tried beef. But anyway, back to this witness statement. I got nothing out of that because all I eat is mac and cheese. Whatever.
Mac and cheese.
No, stop. Hey, stop.
Look, Dave, and pizza.
Somehow, I feel like there's something out of place in what she's saying. We need to pounce on even the slightest thing now. Because you never know what might lead us to our goal. Our goal of turning this trial around. A turnabout. Understood, Kazuma.
After it was, the accused came over to greet the professor, and they got into a fierce argument.
Yes!
Like my Swedish voice.
He's alright. I never got into an argument with the professor! All I did when I noticed him was go over to say hello! Please, don't get angry with me. No, I wasn't directing that retort at you! It was meant for the lady next to you! But anyway, as I said, I did not argue with the professor! I'm afraid your words are in vain.
He gonna say he only eat mac and cheese. I told him, you eat pizza too. He had the mac and cheese today, Dave.
I had it yesterday.
Yesterday? Okay.
Whatever. Sorry? Miss Brett does not appear to speak Japanese. No, of course not! Japanese is such a cumbersome language anyway! English is the future! We must all speak language! I wonder if the prosecution will feel that way forever, or only in the presence of a beautiful woman, Well, that beautiful woman is telling blatant fibs with a completely straight face! I have to find something that will unravel her testimony, no matter how seemingly insignificant it may be. Anyway, it seems that after the argument, the accused briefly returned to his own seat. That part ties into what you said, doesn't it? Yes, I still have some coffee to drink. That frappe be good. And the next time you got up after that was when I'd finished my coffee and stood up to leave.
Then, not long afterwards, the accused took the professor's gun and shot him right before my eyes.
Yes!
Like I said, I did not shoot that gun! And like I said, there's no point repeating that assertion over and over! Well, I wasn't expecting to be attacked by my own side. Nevertheless, defendant, you can't deny that when the shots rang out in the restaurant, you had a gun in your hand. Well, yes, that's true, but all I did was pick up the gun I saw on the floor next to the professor as I was leaving the restaurant. In fact, yes! There was someone much closer to the victim than me at the time. The highly suspicious lady... That will do, you dirty, rotten scoundrel! Dirty? Your baseless accusations could very well cause an international incident, boy! It seems to me that your accusation is just as baseless as ours. What nonsense! The lady is merely stating what she saw. And this is already an international incident as far as I'm concerned anyway.
I don't carry a gun myself, so obviously I couldn't have been the culprit.
Yes!
Objection! She's strapped right now, Your Honor! It's all very well saying that, but can you prove it? Absolutely. I verified it personally. You verified it? Yes. Immediately after the incident, I checked to make sure the lady was not carrying a weapon. I distinctly remember her saying, "I'm not."
Did he put it down?
That's all you did? You just asked her? Surely you carried out a physical search, Inspector. No. Why on earth not? The Honorable English Gentlewoman clearly stated that she did not possess a weapon. There was obviously no need for any further probing into the matter. Or there was no permission given for any further probing into the matter, perhaps. Think what you will. But if you're going to continue with this preposterous claim that the refined lady was concealing a firearm, the prosecution demands that you support your assertion with facts! In other words, he wants evidence. Mark.
Yeah, he wants evidence.
Wow, they want evidence. The lady wishes to point out that of course she wants to stay and assist with the investigation. But she was in a hurry to give a presentation at the university, so she was compelled to leave. Not to mention the fact that your office had told you to get the woman out of there. Not get her out of there. I just urged her to leave. The lady would like to point out that she in no way meant to run away from the scene of the crime. Which is why she is only too happy to cooperate and testify here in court today, of course. Unlike a certain student here who refuses to admit when the game is up. You can at least have the courtesy to pay attention when I'm goading you! So, she's maintaining that you got into an argument with the professor, and at the end of which you shot him. Which is an out-and-out, totally unfounded fib! Still, her statement is very compelling.
He said, "All right, who's having pizza?" The plum.
I'm not having pizza tonight!
He might have it tonight.
No!
He might have it tomorrow. He's gonna save it for tomorrow, you guys.
Guess it.
He alternates between the mac and cheese and pizza.
Why do you hate it? After all, she's an English. She's an English. After all, she's an elegant, refined, young, and beautiful gentlewoman from Great Britain. In stark contrast to you, dressed from head to toe in a dull black school uniform.
I need to fix it, Dave. I'm not sure what's going on with it. I heard it earlier, and I was like, ugh. But I'll see what I can do later. I may have to do what you told me to do with his.
Not dressed exactly the same way as you are, except for the flapping red ribbons.
May have to turn it down some.
She might mess up the stream, Miss Junior. Well, anyway, this is our only chance to expose her testimony as the fiction that it is. If we can't do that, the trial's over.
Even you with your thick skin must be able to feel the murderous looks you're getting from around the room. They want to kill you, boy.
I have it downloaded and I'm using it on my mic, so I'm not sure what to do with his. I have to see what I can do with his. He needs some kind of filter or something on it.
Only too well. I feel half dead already. And the fact that I can't see a single inconsistency in her testimony isn't making me feel any better either. The first thing to do is press her on any of her statements that seem even slightly off to you. Do that, and an opening will present itself. I promise you. Might need to expose the true face of this exotic foreigner that's hiding behind the mask. That's what I should be aiming for in this cross-examination. Okay.
This all?
Yeah.
Did I cross in that?
Did I cross-examine her on this one?
Yeah.
So that was all the statements.
Yeah, this is like...
That's why I said download Wavelength 3.0 and I'll teach you how to do this, cause you got a window. You got it easy. I hope mine's not sounding crazy. I think I was trying to mess with his mic the other day when it went out. And I probably messed up some things.
Okay, go right.
Okay, what we doing, Flo?
Go right.
Hold on.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god, Cosma! This one. Back. Back! Oh, she dead. This one.
Oh.
Oh my god! Good. Okay, now go to that picture.
Oh my goodness, I'm pressing the wrong button.
Now, they said they had cheers right. Now zoom in.
She said they had what?
Like they had...
I ordered a beefsteak for myself and the professor. And I said cheers over a glass of carbonated water.
Now click on it. There's only one glass there. You can't cheer with just one glass.
That's true.
Unless you see dead people.
Yes!
That's it!
I already got it downloaded, King Paco. I just need to see what I can do with his mic and mine too. But mainly his.
Let me just confirm something, please. It's to do with this photographic print. Just a short while ago, you spoke of this print showing the victim's table at the crime scene. But it was exactly as it was left. That is correct, the lady says. Well, that is... It's odd! Very odd! Dear me! What's odd is the defense's inability to express itself! Ugh. Rianowski, what is it about the print that looks odd to you? Well, obviously, it's the cheers! The cheers? Miss Brett just told us that she and the professor said cheers over a glass of water. But if that's true...
Oh, that's a newer version? Okay, I'll see about it. I didn't know it was a newer version.
There should be 2 glasses on the table, not 1!
I appreciate you for letting me know too. You're quite right, Counsel. There's only 1 glass pictured here.
Objection!
Are we supposed to be impressed by this nitpicking over minutia? What possible difference does the presence or absence of a glass make on the case?
Objection!
Minutia, you say? Could it be that the detective here removed a glass from the table to conceal the lady's presence? Of course not! I would never do something so reckless. But there should have been 2 glasses on the table! Or are you going to try and tell me that you can click with only 1?
Look, whatever works, King Paco.
You're quite right. I certainly took 2 glasses to the table.
Tell him what I said. Inspector, what did the lady say?
DK. Donkey Kong.
Really?
It would seem that it was Miss Brett who took the glass from the table. What? It was all so terrifying, everything that happened. I panicked, and that I should try to hide the fact that I'd been there at all, she's saying.
Good gracious. Sorry.
There! As I assured the court before, this is of no consequence at all. Oh, please! We must remember that this student had just murdered this lady's luncheon companion before her very eyes! Who could blame her for concealing a glass or 2 in her state of disarray? That's absurd! Oh, really? So do we take it that you are now going to accuse this vulnerable, young, and beautiful woman of mischief? What? No! This can't be put down to mischief! I'd like to know exactly how the lady took the glass from the scene.
You put it on the bird.
She put it on the bird. It would seem that she slipped it into a small handbag she was carrying.
A handbag, you say?
Yes, Your Excellency. A small handheld pouch commonly carried by well-to-do women in England. So the beautiful lady has very graciously explained how and why she removed the glass from the scene now. However, the fact remains that this glass has absolutely no bearing on the case. This student has been trying to confuse the court with logical reasoning, but in the end it comes to nothing. No more pretentious accusations! You have wasted enough time already!
Indeed, the lady has offered a satisfactory explanation as to why she removed the glass. I think henceforth we can consider the matter to have no bearing on the case.
They crazy, bro.
Counsel for the defense, are you in agreement?
Well, I don't know really. If you want to pursue this matter further, open your mouth. You're going to need to show that it has some deeper significance. Yes, you're right. So she took the glass away in her handbag. If there's a deeper significance there, it's... You clicked the wrong one.
Oops, I do.
You want me to read this as wrong? Anyway.
I'm trying to do this.
It was, they want you to talk about which one it was. This hatch, it's the
Which one
handbag.
is it?
It's the handbag.
Oh.
Wait! The lady put the glass in her handbag, you say? Yes! Do try to keep up! It's already been explained to the court that all English gentlewomen carry handbags for small items. Let me see. A little while ago, Miss Britt stated the following. There are no pockets in my outfit. I have nowhere to hide a gun. But what she forgot to mention was her handbag, in which it would be perfectly possible to conceal a gun.
This little slap on the desk.
You can't slam like trees.
You're right.
Well done, partner. I had a feeling you'd pick up on that too. What are you insinuating, you vile blackguard? It's really very simple. The gunshot was heard when the defendant picked up the gun from the restaurant floor. As he didn't fire that gun, we can deduce there must have been another firearm at the scene. The true murder weapon, if you will. You can't seriously be suggesting... Inspector Hosonaga! Yes? Did you or did you not search Miss Giselle Brett's handbag on the day of the murder? No, sir. I did not. As I thought! In other words, another gun, the one that was actually used to kill the professor, could have been hidden in Miss Brett's handbag! No!
Order, order, order.
What is the meaning of this, Inspector? The meaning of what, Prosecutor Aoki? Why on earth did you not have the lady open her handbag and show you the contents at the time? Thanks to your boggling incompetence, now she has to endure these uncomfortable accusations! Brilliant work, partner! Now we have a chance to expose the real woman behind the mask. Do you think so, Kazuma? Well, what a sorry situation. Clearly you have no faith in the police.
Nope.
As I said, I did not search the lady's handbag after the shooting. Simply because it was unnecessary.
Why?
Unnecessary in what way? I ought to thank the student lawyer, really. I have a piece of evidence here that I had completely forgotten about. This photographic print. This
print is of a photograph that I thought would be prudent to take immediately after the shooting. As you can see, it clearly shows Miss Brett's handbag.
Well, I never. You can see right through to what's inside.
That's right. Apparently, meshwork bags like these are of the height of fashion in London at the moment.
So the contents are clearly visible.
Exactly. So there was no need to search the lady's handbag. If there had been a gun inside, it would have been immediately obvious. Ah! As you can see, there's nothing to imply Miss Brett's guilt here. Thank you for helping to prove that, Norohodo-san.
Hey, Angel, happy Friday to you too. How you doing tonight? Oh, that's all right. Look, we wasn't too late tonight, but glad to see you here. No matter what time you come on. Order. Inspector Hasanoga, you will submit that print as evidence at once. I have to watch the full episode once the stream ends. Okay. Be going back and forth with this lady. She doesn't speak Japanese. She's an English, what you call it? Gentlewoman.
Certainly, Your Excellency.
And she's up to no good, Angel. The photograph of the handbag has been entered into the court record. A photograph taken by Hasanoga-san. After the incident occurred, it shows Miss Brett's handbag on a chair by the victim's table. He said, didn't they say she killed him, or was she at the table with him? She was at the table with him, but she's blaming the defendant. She's blaming him for the murder.
What's his name?
Ryunosuke, whatever his name is. So you already know what's going on. I think you've had long enough to cross-examine the witness, counsel. And said, of course she is. The court has now been shown considerable evidence. As the photographic print just submitted into the court record appears to have no further significance, I am satisfied that there is no longer any room for doubt in this matter, and I must make my ruling.
Indeed, and there is only one logical conclusion. That the pathetic rookie slumped over the bench before us is the only possible perpetrator of this crime. No! Just when I thought I was beginning to turn things around! I'm in a worse situation than I was at the start!
Got him slumped over.
We're cooked, Krusty-Nosuke. Kazuma?
You know it's bad when he slumped over.
I'm sorry, Ryunosuke. Now that the cross-examination of the witness is over, there's no way to force the trial to continue. What? You mean this is it?
Right? Well, let the judge do his ruling.
GG's, Ryunosuke. you put up quite a fight for a rookie student, but the weak are meat while the strong eat.
Well, I guess you're guilty then, huh?
Well, I'll see you in a couple years if they don't execute you, buddy.
You are wasting your time. There is no way to defeat true justice. The fact you can chew on your heart's content from the inside of your cell.
This can't be happening! Am I really going to be found guilty of a crime that I didn't commit? Kazuma! His dream of going to study in Great Britain will slip through his fingers! Kazuma!
He didn't agree to
He said even if he didn't do it, even if they let him go, if he can't defend his friend, he ain't going. What? Is there really no chance now of turning this trial around?
Said this must be before the crowd start cheering for the defendant's demise. Right. I'm surprised they're not cheering now. Look, cause they over there slumped over. Look.
You heard the judge. There's nothing about the last photograph the detective produced that we can contest. Which means there's no basis on which we can argue for the trial to continue.
what you doing?
I'm moving my stupid water bottle.
Very well. I will now proceed immediately to the ruling. Uh-oh.
It seems we will be able to report to the British government on time after all.
That's Mark Little.
Rionesque. What's his name?
That's not my name.
Yes. What's he say? Having considered all of the evidence. Uh-oh, what he got to say?
What, Your Excellency? Rionosuke! I don't think you can rule on this case yet!
Objection!
This amateurness is getting tedious. When His Excellency deems that this trial is over, he gives his ruling.
Nah, they wouldn't even stand a chance in Korean. Look.
No, it will be over.
They'll be wanting their heads cut off right there in the courtroom.
Please,
Look.
please kill us now! Please!
That is the most basic protocol of the courtroom.
Yes!
Your Excellency, just a moment ago you said this. As the photographic print just submitted appears to have no further significance. There is no longer any room for doubt in this matter, and I must make my ruling. Now that means if there was a problem with the evidence, some significant detail, then ruling on the case at this time would be out of the question!
Objection!
This is blatant straw clutching! Look at this photographic print! All it shows is the handbag the Jitsu woman was carrying on the day in question! There can be no problem with this evidence!
You better know what you're doing, Rionosuke.
I understand your objection, counsel. Certainly the new evidence submitted by the detective has not undergone the...
Really? Good judge? Undergo?
Shut up!
Undergo? Wow,
Shut up!
I didn't know the judge knew English. I knew he came from Britain, too.
Be quiet, you so silly, whatever. Certainly the new evidence submitted by the detective has not undergone... I can't say the word, anyway. Anyway, the court scrutiny. He said how the prosecutor's mad how the prosecutor's mad that the defend wants to live. Oh, right. I mean, how you gonna be mad? Look, I'll be trying to fight for my life too. However, I failed to see how we can glean any new information from this handbag.
Ha! My thoughts exactly! Really? The prosecution is becoming tired of this rookie's desperate wheezes!
Yes, I am desperate, but this isn't a wheeze! There's something about this photograph which just doesn't seem right. If only I could put my finger on it.
They got their nerves. Look, man, cause he defended himself. Ain't that crazy? Very well. I will grant the defense one final opportunity.
What?
But be warned that if I am unsatisfied by your response here, the trial will be over with immediate effect. They're gonna hang him. Do I make myself clear?
He's just been sitting there for all them games. Now he can show his gavel.
Yes, Your Excellency.
So take another look at the photographic print Inspector Hasanaka submitted before. You will identify for the court where in this print we see the significant detail to which you have alluded.
I see it.
What, this?
Nope. We got birthmark on his hand.
You will identify for the court where in this print we see the significant detail to which you have alluded. This?
Yeah.
Yes!
Look at this! Here! There's a very unusual mark on the victim's wrist.
That is true. It looks almost like a burn of some description.
Objection!
Dear me! I was pondering what new piffle you would come out with. A burn, you say, on the victim's wrist? Clearly that has nothing whatsoever to do with the magnificent lady's handbag!
Yes, that's just a burn mark. You're right.
Go on, Inspector.
The police coroner also noticed it when he was performing the post-mortem examination. It was deemed unrelated to the cause of death, so he didn't note it in his report.
What did I tell you?
They don't do nothing over there.
They just looked at the body, but he's dead. Alright, take him out.
In any case, we have no idea when the victim suffered this burn, do we? And no possible way of knowing either.
Like a bull.
Like the Bulls logo, anyway.
He was a Jordan fan, was he?
Got a Jordan bag. Ah, that's me.
I'm supposed to be talking. He said, how is the inspector to be trusted when he was part of the cover-up? Exactly. He the one rushed her out of there real quick. I wouldn't trust him either.
Didn't even search her, by the way.
Didn't even search her or nothing. The more I look at it, the more I find myself intrigued by the curious shape of this mark. Just let her go. However, as Prosecutor Ouchie points out, unless the firm connection to the case can be shown, I cannot allow any further time to be spent on the precise details of this burn. Here she goes.
Why do you keep talking about Donkey Kong? Anyway, excuse me, Your Excellency. It would seem Miss Brett has a lunch appointment with the dean and the other university staff.
She's saying she got to go, huh?
Yep. She would like to know if she may be excused from the stand now.
Oh, of course, dear lady! We shan't hold you up any longer! I'm quite sure His Excellency is about to give his final ruling anyway.
He been thinking she innocent from the time he saw her.
What's your thinking on this, Ryunosuke? Do you believe this burn does have something to do with the case? To be honest, I'm not really sure. But if I don't keep pushing, then it's all over. So I was thinking I should keep digging and digging, in the hope that I might uncover something useful. Yes, you're right.
I am?
If we could just link that burn to the case.
Yeah, she got a mask up to her face. She keep holding it up to her face. Like a cat burglar or something.
If we can do that, we might be able to prise this shutting door back open again.
Just give up, Council! You can't possibly hope to do that!
Indeed, I'm afraid that without evidence, I can't allow you to pursue what is little more than conjecture.
But if we had evidence? Evidence that irrefutably linked the burn on the victim's wrist to the case, then you would allow it?
I would, yes.
To tell the truth, I hadn't noticed that burn. But as soon as you pointed it out, what I did notice was the color draining from Miss Brett's face. Really? I have to find some link between that burn and the case! This is the moment of truth! It's time to find some evidence that proves what that burn really means!
So then, the defense will now present its evidence to the court. The evidence that demonstrates an inextricable connection between the victim's burn and this trial.
Okay. My student badge. Now,
I...
look at like this one. Like zoom in.
Who?
Zoom in on this one. Is it this one? No, wait, it's the other one. Yeah. Now look at that plate. To the right. Right. Left, down.
Ah, right here, right here, right here. Gotcha. It's right there. I like the Chicago Bulls logo.
Ancient Japanese Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan was balling back in ancient Japan, y'all.
Yes!
What's this, council? Oh, what's this, council? Yet another print?
Yes, Your Excellency. I believe photographic prints are an amazing invention. When we humans look at a scene, we miss things. But in a photograph, things we may have overlooked at the time are recorded forevermore.
Right. I believe she probably shot him. She tried to blame him. Cause she was sitting there at the table with him.
Okay. What that mean?
Do hurry up, Rookie! What are you trying to say? To inconvenience this poor lady any further would really be quite inexcusable.
Actually, we may need you to stay with us a little longer if you don't mind, Miss Brett. You see, it's very clearly visible in this other photograph.
How did the victim come to have that unusual shaped burn on his wrist? The reason is recorded here forevermore! What? How?
Objection!
You can't trick me with your little bluffs, boy! If that's your game, then let's see how it plays out! Show the court exactly what you mean! What is it in this photograph that explains the reason for the victim's burn?
You have to point it out, huh?
Yup.
Yes!
The beefsteak? Actually, the point is the metal plate the steak was served on.
You see, his objection voice reminds me of Coca. It surely does, don't it?
Probably, you never know.
Hey, look, we have to look that up. See if that's the same voice actor. The plate? Oh.
Your Excellency! Are you alright? As you can see, there's an emblem on the plate. I would guess it's some sort of trademark of La Carnival. This emblem on the plate. And the victim's burn. Are exactly the same shape!
You said prosecutor ouchie. Are they the same voice actor?
Ah! Ryunosuke, you genius! You're spot on. Which means the victim must have suffered this burn while he was present at the restaurant.
Objection!
But even if that is the case, we can't know if it happened on the day in question or not.
Yeah, it does, Angel.
It could have been the day before, or the day before that. It most likely happened at some other unrelated time. Well,
Objection!
Sadly, Prosecutor Aoki, the chances of that are extremely slim. Thanks. Why? The outline of the burn is clearly discernible. Such a serious injury would have caused quite a commotion in the restaurant. Wouldn't you agree, Inspector Hosanaga? I can't imagine having missed such a terrible disaster. Certainly. But... I would say, looking at a picture of the wound, that it wasn't suffered very long ago. And although it's not a particularly large burn, it's extremely well defined, as the defense just pointed out. This was no mild burn, that's for sure. Can you be more specific, Inspector? Well, let's see. If the plate was at around 90 degrees centigrade, a burn like that would have taken around 3 seconds.
It's inconceivable that the victim wouldn't have let out a scream of pain then. Yeah, when they bring out that steak, look, that plate be hot.
I've been investigating at the restaurant for several weeks already, but I have not heard anyone scream at all. As the head waiter of the carnival, I can testify to that without hesitation. But you! You're a detective, not a waiter!
Yes!
There you have it! Something isn't right here! As the detective said, anyone who burnt themselves on a piping hot plate for 3 whole seconds would scream in pain. There's no question of that. And yes, Inspector Hosanaga never heard the professor scream, not on that day or any before it. That's right, and the strange thing is, On the day he was shot, I didn't hear him cry out either. What are you suggesting? Well, if the professor had carelessly laid his wrist on the plate for anything like 3 seconds that day...
It will be beyond careless, I think, Counsel.
Then the rest of us in the restaurant, myself, the sergeant, and the old antiques dealer, all of us without any question would have heard him scream. Wouldn't you agree, Prosecutor Aoki? Well, yes, I suppose. So the question is, why didn't a single person hear Dr. Wilson scream? I almost don't believe it. Ryunosuke, do you think... Can it really be true? I never dreamt we'd arrive at a conclusion like this, but I'm starting to think that maybe we've been led into a terrible trap! There's only one explanation I can think of to make sense of this apparent impossibility. On the day in question, when he suffered the burn to his wrist, Dr. Wilson was sleeping good. Man, that was a good sleep.
He was already dead?
He was already dead.
Oh my goodness.
No man could remain silent while his wrist was burning on a piping hot plate for 3 whole seconds. That's clearly impossible, apart from in one particular situation.
Counsel, are you suggesting?
Yes, it's only possible if the man was already dead. Already?
Dead?
Knowing what we know now, it's the only possible explanation. When the beef stick was brought to Dr. Wilson's table that day, the professor was already dead! That's madness!
How he go over to the table and speak with him? Order, please. Counsel, explain this absurd notion at once. The victim was killed by a gunshot.
That's right! That's absolutely right, Your Excellency! This is just another ridiculous ploy by the rookie student, but clearly has no grasp of the facts!
It had to be her, Angel. Look, how he was already dead.
Objection!
No, Prosecutor Aoki. No, Prosecutor Aoki. It's you who has no grasp of the facts. I beg your pardon? As soon as it became apparent that the victim had suffered that burn while at the restaurant,
She probably was fake talking to him. After they brought out that steak, there ain't no telling what happened.
the whole case was turned upside down. Or have you not grasped that yet? Your Excellency, the court must hear from this witness again. If it's true, as we now believe, that the victim was already dead before the gunshot was heard, it's highly likely that Miss Brett knows something about it.
Incredible. I certainly didn't anticipate this twist of events. I'm sorry to say, Miss Brett, that you will have to forget your luncheon engagement.
But Your Excellency!
The justice system in our country may be in its infancy, but rest assured, all reasonable doubt must be dispelled before I am prepared to pass judgment.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
She don't have anything to say. She said the prosecution needs to be fired. Acting like the law was created that morning. He act like he crazy. Over there.
Hello.
Act like everybody guilty. They come up in there.
What was that smile?
Yes, of course. I mean, I'd be delighted to help, especially if it helps relations between my country and yours.
Miss Brett, you speak Japanese?
As we speak in English.
Well, of course I do. I am studying in your country after all. But then, why have you been speaking through an interpreter until now? Right. My mother tongue, the Queen's English, is the most refined and elegant language in the world. As a gentlewoman, I try to avoid speaking in your vulgar tones as much as possible. But it seems the men in this land possess none of the chivalrous virtues of English gentlemen. So I can see that I shall have to lower myself to communicating with you all on your own level.
Well, you were the epitome of a true English gentlewoman.
And how all of a sudden she's speaking their language. Ain't that crazy?
We are truly honored by this lavish consideration you so graciously afford us.
And she just went off on them, and he crazy. I see. In that case, Miss Brett, I will now ask you to testify in your own words about the events leading up to the death of the victim, Dr. Wilson. Woo, woo. Dr. Wilson.
Dr. Wilson.
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 Talking about, what was that movie? Castaway Wilson. Tom Hanks.
So, we're finally going to hear her own words on the matter. Things are getting interesting, Ryunosuke.
Well, that's it.
I think we are ended there. All right. That's some crazy stuff there. I can tell you that. She all of a sudden really you can hear and understand everything that's going on. But had that man talking for you this whole time. When things start heating up, she wanna all of a sudden know their language. You said that was a good movie. They always switch up. Yeah, that was Castaway. I like Tom Hanks movies. They always switch up at the end, especially when the evidence start pointing to them. Hey, they switch up real fast. But appreciate you all for watching tonight. Thank you all so much. King Paco, Dave, and Angel, thank y'all for chatting tonight. Everyone else that's watching, I appreciate you all for watching. And yeah, if you're watching, you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I'd appreciate if you go ahead and subscribe. Also, if you don't mind hitting that like button. All right, Angel, you all, I'll talk to you all on the next one. Everyone else, talk to you all on the next one. You all have a wonderful day tomorrow. And yeah, good night, everyone. Y'all can tell I'm tired, but I'm here.